Just give me a moment, please. How's everyone? Just taking care of a few things real quick. Sorry. I always come here disheveled, discombobulated, disconcerted. And what other words that begin with a D-I-S that I could possibly be? Hey, Lee. Hey, Yogi, good evening. Good evening to you. How's your day been? Still early-ish for us. It's just 1 o'clock here in the Eastern United States. I can bring up my desktop very quickly. I'm waiting to hear from Martin Patet if he's coming up this evening to talk meditation and, of course, miracles. Hey, Sue. Bud Files is here. Hey, Carl. Carl, how are you? Hey, Sniper. Lee says, Carl, good to see you. You okay?
Spend your summer in Boston.
Did I mention that Emily Perry, who is the executive director of the Circle of the Atonement Foundation for A Course in Miracles, that puts out publishes a course as well, and tons of great videos, tons of teaching, lots of free stuff. They've written many great books, her and her husband Robert Perry. She's coming up on Halloween afternoon, and then in the evening we'll be doing the Nature's Dog Realm and Yogi Halloween show. It's going to be a fun day. He says, Jessica, missed you here. Let's have. Did I miss Jessica coming in? Let me get things straight here. Hey, Jessica. Just wanted to come in and say hi. Love you. Miss you all. I can't stay, but we'll stop by tonight. That's awesome, Jessica. Thank you so much. Absolutely love you, my friend. And really appreciate that you dropped off that message for us. You've been in our minds, in our thoughts, and in our hearts. We love you. Carl says, I'm good, Lee. Thanks to my friend Tina. I'm glad that you have Tina, Carl. We all need a Tina in our lives, don't we? Hey, Sissy. Hello, beloveds. Hi, Daisy. Daisy, how are you? Daisy says, hi, everyone. Hey, Daisy. Did you know that I'm expecting a gift from Chris from Nature's Dog Realm? And you know what I'm going to do when I unbox it? I'm going to sing the song that inspired me. My pen's better than your pen. Of course, my pen's not better than Daisy's pen because Daisy's pen is also a Nature's Dog Realm pen. But our pen is better than your pen. Our pens are better than your pens. That's what I'm going to sing, Daisy. I'm going to sing our pens. I'm going to include Daisy in my song. Our pen's better than your pens. Daisy said that's a great song, right? You know, someone said that it's an actual like song. I thought it was a Daisy May original. I've only heard you sing it, Kelly, so that's the only version I ever need to hear. I know for a fact right now, and I got a pen in my hand, but Daisy May's pen is better than my pen. Oh, you made it up. Awesome. Good. So you don't mind me singing. Do you mind me singing a Daisy May original? I love that. That song is, you would be surprised how often that song is in my head. Carl says, I never receive gifts. I wish I could send you a gift, Carl. Hey, I send you love every day, my friend. That's something. It's not expensive, but it's something. You can't unwrap it. It's still something. Hey, Lady Sky. Oh, wow. Lee is wrapping a present for you right now, Carl. Or he did. Hope you're doing well, Lady Sky. Hey, Praveen. So, yeah, if it works out that my guest comes up tonight. Oh, anyway, I was talking about Monday. No, I was talking about Halloween. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Halloween. Hey, Ellie. If uh, Emily Perry comes up, well, if she's going to come up in the afternoon, um, and we're going to talk Course in Miracles and social engagement. Many of you have heard me put out the well-known refrain from the Course: "Do not seek to change the world; seek to change how you see the world." Right? Change the mind about the world, and the world will change. How does that equate to social awareness and social activism? Because a lot of people take it as a means of retreating from the world, of not being engaged, that it's all an inner job, right? And it is. It's an inner job. But that doesn't mean that we should shy away from taking action. And the action that I'm talking about here, I don't know. Maybe it's going to spontaneously appear in your mind, go out and protest, or be an activist in some way. Maybe not. But we're all activists in the deepest sense that we are here to care for one another. Remember Ram Dass at the end of his life when he was asked, towards the end of his life, why are we here? What was our purpose in being here? And he gave it due consideration, meditated upon it, had his head down, and momentarily he lifted it up. He looked at the reporter and he said, "We are all here just walking each other home. That's why we're here." And that's engagement. That's social activism. If I can look at you, I'll tell you one more story. Mother Teresa. I know some people don't like Mother Teresa. That's okay. You don't need to like her. Don't confuse the person with the teaching, right? Um, don't shoot the messenger for the message, regardless. Hey, Michael. Sorry you're still not feeling well. I hope you get your medication today. Yeah, Ali, Praveen's a great name. He's a great person, too. Decades and decades ago, Mother Teresa, on a radio interview, was asked by the host, so inspired. He said, "I want to write you a check. Who do I make it out for? You, your organization? Name the price. I want to write you a check for what you're doing. I want to help out." And she said no. She didn't want a check, which shocked the radio announcer who had the means of helping her out. And he had helped other people out before. Um, why was she saying no? And her answer was because he persisted. She said, "If you really want to do something for me, go out today, find one person, wherever they might be, who believes that they are alone, apart from everyone, apart from society, completely shut off, unloved, and feeling unworthy. Find that one person and convince them otherwise." Hey, King of Fight Club, welcome back, my friend. Fight Club says, "Yogi, hi man, you are so nice. Man, remember the query I asked you about story writing? I did that, ended up. That's all thanks to you. I wish I could take credit for it. I can't. You're the one who wrote. You know what I mean? I just gave a little nudge in a specific direction that was helpful to me. You wrote it. You channeled that energy and you got it. Well done, my friend." Ellie says, "Hi, everyone." She says, "Hi to Carl." Daisy says, "Hi to all I missed." Daisy, I hope you're having a good day. Adam, how are you? Michael says, "Hey there, Yogi." Oh, I read that. Being sick, it does suck. But like I said, I hope you're getting your medication. I know you said you had to get it. You were going to get it today, right? We're here to discover, which requires the absence of fear. It's an interesting statement. And maybe the best way to discover is to be aware of that which we are afraid of and ask, what is this fear blocking? The way through fear is through fear, right? Reminds me of Catherine of Siena. Every step to heaven is heaven. The way through fear is through fear. And just realize it's okay to be afraid, but work through it. step through it. Don't get stuck in it. Acknowledge it. What I love about the Course, the true practice of the Course, what I love about yoga, the true practice of yoga, feel what you're feeling. Don't bypass it. If you're afraid, be afraid. Don't deny it. If you're hurt, be hurt. If you're sad, be sad. If you're depressed, be depressed. If you're grieving, suffering in any way, feel it, experience it deeply. And then remind yourself, I could feel otherwise. And then ask for help. 3 steps to forgiveness right there. That's how we do it. Praveen says, yogi, yogi, yogi time. It is yogi time. On Monday, we have a guest, Alan Ishak, and I think I'm pronouncing his name. He wrote some regional bestsellers in New York City. Where to Find Peace in New York City several years ago. But he also just debuted his 2024, his first novel, and it's a mystical novel. It's called The Mystic and the Mule, a metaphysical adventure story. And it deals with the principles of A Course in Miracles, told in a fable. I haven't read it yet. I have part of it on my Kindle reader, desktop Kindle reader. My little Kindle doesn't work anymore, which is okay. It's giving me a little bit of a headache. Anyway, he's going to come up Monday. And we're going to talk the Course. I have some specific things I want to ask him. He's been practicing the Course in Miracles since 1986. Hey, Jamie. Since 1986. When I asked him yesterday or the day before if he wanted to come up and talk A Course in Miracles with me, and he just came from a conference from the Foundation of Inner Peace, which is celebrating 50 years of A Course in Miracles. His enthusiastic response, as it was with everyone that I've reached out to, was just overwhelming. So how can you be that enthusiastic, that loving for that many years, from 1986 to now? Amazing. That's what I want to talk about. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm for the Course, and then how it spills over into our everyday life. I did put my shoes on. Thank you. Hey, Joker. I always appreciate you reminding me, though, Ellie. Adam says, I did 10 serious push-ups from the chest. My shoulders burn now. Awesome start. Hey, Adam, have you ever visited our friend Jamie Brown's channel? He's got some great workout stuff. His link is right below. Oh, he says, Adam, you're doing amazing. He is. Lee says, go on, Adam, 11 tomorrow. Don't forget, visit Jason's channel and go to his very beginning. He started out doing, I think it was just 10 sit-ups, 10 squats, 10 push-ups. Humble beginning. Look where he is now. Nothing the matter with humble beginnings. I'm heading towards that humble ending. Not that I plan on ending anytime soon, but I am definitely heading into the late autumn, right, of my life. Hey, Big Al. He says, no problem, Carl. I just want to make someone smile, as why not help make me feel better. Awesome, Ellie. I'm glad you did that. What did I miss? Big Al says, I'm staying away from streams and stuff for a while. I have a lot going on and taking things personally. So to keep the peace, it won't be around. I'll be uploading shorts and community posts. I can understand that, Big Al. We're going to miss you. It's all good here. you know, the key to taking things personally, the key to not taking things personally is to realize that you're taking things personally. Don't shy away from the things that make you uncomfortable. Work through the things that make you uncomfortable. They're signs, they're a lesson. If you push it aside, you miss the lesson and you're just going to repeat it. You're going to feel better because you've left it, but that's not really feeling better, right? And the absence of something doesn't make it better. It means it's the absence of something. And now you've gotten used to its absence and you think, well, I'm better. Let me go back in live streams. Guess what? In just a matter of time, someone will push your buttons, you'll take something personally, and the whole cycle will repeat. That's not the lesson. I can tell you what the lesson is. I don't think anyone wants to hear it then. It's only the curriculum, right? Changes, the lesson always stays the same. Sniper says that's the key. There's nothing to be afraid of but the hesitation of that next step. Hey, Sniper, synchronistically, funny that you said that. The lesson 60 in the course is a review. And the one that I just finished in that review, there's nothing to fear. That goes back to the very beginning introduction of A Course in Miracles. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. If it can be threatened, if you're feeling threatened, it means that you are being threatened by something that doesn't exist. Doesn't exist, how could you be threatened by it? Now, that doesn't mean it can't seemingly exist. That doesn't mean that we aren't having very real feelings. We're not bypassing, we're not denying what we're feeling. As Sniper said, we're working through what we're feeling. Course Miracle says the way through is forgiveness. Yoga offers meditation and breath work and postures to steady the mind so that we clearly see there is no basis in that fear. People often talk about the usefulness of fear, right? Being attacked by a grizzly bear, you want that fight or flight so you can flee. But that's not the psychological fear that Sniper's talking about and what I'm not talking about. Hey, Darren. Dan, how are you? Adam says, it's cool, Big Al. I will miss you. If you ever take anything personally, I think you did it with grace, if that's possible. I think it is. Love you too, Paveen. Toy Pup says, hi, I'm enthusiastic. You might be the most enthusiastic person that I know. Toy Pups. You are lovingly enthusiastic. And you know what else? Your enthusiasm is infectious. I like infectious better than contagious. Contagious means you have cooties, and I don't want your cooties. No offense. I'm sure your cooties are perfectly fine, but keep them to yourself. I've actually had my anti-cootie vaccine. I believe I was in second grade when I got it. And it's for lifetime. So I'm cootie proof, but I don't take any chances. However, infectious just has a lovely sound to it, right? Toy Pups is certainly infectious. Her enthusiasm is based on the things that she loves and the people that she loves. I don't know anyone else who wants the best for so many people than Toy Pups and is willing to go the extra mile for those that she cares for. And she cares for everyone. Even people who might have hurt her at one time or another, she still cares for them. And she is willing, a very forgiving person. She's willing to forgive. Anyway, that's my Toy Pups discourse. All things Toy Pups. I could spend an entire live stream just talking about Toy Pups. And pretty much every single one of you guys. Adam says, I bet if I stick with 11 push-ups, Sniper, I'll be powerful as One Punch Man. You ever think about doing the One Punch Man workout? Sniper, you remember when, oh shoot, I can't remember his name. Toy Pup says, oops, I missed that. Michael, you can always vent. I can tell you one thing that I'm tired of eating beef broth, but the salts help my throat, and at least it's edible. It also helps keep you hydrated. Very important. And that's okay to vent. Sissy is on the mend. I'm happy to hear that. Samin, how are you, my friend? The Candid Foodie is here. Good evening, friend. He says, and I love Yogi and the channel. Love you too, Lee. Adam says, I've worked out with Jace and Eric Lapointe. So far, that mixed twice. Awesome. Hey, Selina, how are you, my friend? "13 in the Rose, Divine Feminine, Mary Magdalene as a reincarnation of Sophia." Toy Pop said hi to everyone. Adam says, I mentioned that I need to be careful because if I become too sexy, I won't feel comfortable at the pool. Gotcha. Pick a number. Who is affected by the number 13 and what's it attached to? Here's what Toy Pups is saying. Staying humble is the key to remembering our humble beginnings and remaining humble. I'd agree. I can barely lift my arms to blow my nose. It feels a workout. I'm sorry to hear that, Sissy. Science says Scientology, what you say. I think it's probably helped a few people. I think it's probably harmed quite a few people. My honest opinion, I don't know if it's necessary. But maybe it is for you. Not you personally, but you, whoever actually likes it. Here's what I love about the Course in Miracles is it tells you eventually put the Course away. Not that you outgrow it, you just don't need it. It's a tool. I'm going to mention Ramana Maharshi again and the thorn in the palm. Ramana Maharshi liked in his teachings that if you have a thorn in your palm, you take another thorn and you use it to take it out. Then you throw them both away. You don't need both. You don't take it out and remove it and then keep one or keep two. You don't need them. The same thing, of course, Miracles just says. Eventually, you forgive and you forgive and forgive. You no longer need the Course. Even Buddhism. The Buddha liked in his teachings to a raft. A raft is very useful when you're crossing from one point across a large body of other water to another. But once you're to that other shore, you no longer need it. So you let the raft go. Hence the Zen saying, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him. So Scientology might be a pointer and it might be useful at a certain stage, but ultimately it's just another tool and you let it go. But I think people become attached to the tool themselves. People are very, very attached to Scientology. And it doesn't seem to produce happy or nice people. Doesn't seem. I could be wrong. What about you, Selina? What do you think? Adam says, I sing in public. I don't know about working out. Hey, Chef Mary. Thanks for dropping your link. We will visit, my friend. Jamie, I hope you're doing well, my friend. If it says souls we have been programmed to be in fear of 13. It's removed from lifts, floors, and room numbers from hotels and hospitals and airplane seats. That's all by design. The moon has 13 cycles. Like all divine females. That makes me think of Still Life with Woodpecker and the moon, the phases of the moon. Wonderful Tom Robbins book. Adam says, so Jamie, I will visit your channel and maybe work out for the third time this year. And the year's coming to a close, which means there'll be more workouts and then a brand new year of working out to follow. 13 constellation is visual in the celestial sky. Big Al says, it's nothing anyone said here. I've noticed some things going on, things I don't like, and I'm struggling with my mental because of those things. Instead of causing trouble, I'd rather take a step. I understand. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself, Big Al. Always. And just know that we're here. If you never came back ever, just know that we're here supporting you and sending you love, no matter where you go. Petey Sky says hi to Big Al. Everyone's saying hi back. Adam says I have half the One Punch Man workout already down. Would you think about doing the running part? What is it? 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and a 6-mile run? Am I right about that? Oh, Noble scrolling. Noble. For a long time, and man, I see him on Facebook every once in a while. He's gotten in good shape. He's lost a lot of weight. He's sobered up a bit. He had hit some hard time, but he's doing better now. Adam says, Bethany was quite amazed at my Ooga Booga powers. I remember South Park had a show. I don't know if I watched it, but yeah, they really picked on Scientology. Lee, he said he'll still be doing shorts. So you'll still see his t-shorts. Samin says, hi, Soulstar. Maybe my previous 3 comments did not go through. Adam says, Sniper, I would go so far as to be wary of groupthink. I would join a rugby club until they wanted to like take over a bar or something. Sniper says the deletion of the number 13, the feminine number, the moon cycle, the fertility cycle of females, all 13. It's taken out of reality. Just removed from the Fibonacci. How did I do? Fibonacci on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best. Sniper's been coaching me through this word for 2 years now, and I doubt I've ever said it right. But maybe Fibonacci. It sounds Italian, right? Stamping the mill man-made state. Oh, well, I got a 5. I hope I remember how to say it. I paused this time. This guy says, can't wait until I drink my powdered tea again with water mixed together. Drinking tea. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy said correct as well. Lady Sky, you're almost there. Today, and it's almost over. We're halfway through today. Tomorrow, and then your sleep study is Thursday. You got this. And well done. Remember what Sniper said at the beginning? There's nothing to fear. 2 more days. Less than 2 days. Ahmed says about a real estate stock yesterday. Awesome. Fibonacci. That was my best flipper. I even did that Italian inflection. This guy says, yeah, Yogi. Hey, Timo. Did I miss Timo coming in? Oh, there he is. Optima family is here. Timo, how are you doing? So she says the robe Fibonacci, also 13, is in everything. I don't know why that helps, but it does. Ahmed says that the point is down in red. That's the thing with investments. You got to see it through. Don't go up with the ups and down with the downs. Not that I know anything about investments, but I do know about the nature of ups and downs and that we can't afford to emotionally ride high with the highs and plummet with the lows. Miss Flipper says, Fibonacci call, here I am. Hey, Miss Flipper. Timo says hi to everyone. How's Sabine? How's Bax, Timo? Snapper says, beautiful synchronicity, Miss Flipper. Adam says, Lady Sky had a sleep study. They were both uncomfortable, but no big deal. I think probably uncomfortable because it can disturb sleep. I always found that a little fascinating. That you're in a strange setting. You got wires connected with you, and they're studying how you sleep. But of course, you're not going to get your best night's sleep. They ought to come to your house. They ought to come to your house and gently hook you up to the wires, serve you soothing tea, maybe a little piece of toast before bed. They ought to sing you a very, very soft lullaby, maybe even rocking your bed back and forth, whispering in your ear, and then spend the night making white noises, right? And then they study how you sleep. I'm going to say, so Miss Pepper, my role model. Icarus knew so well. Flew too close to the sun. Ladies, guys, I'm just ready to get the sleep study test done. And over with percolated fish, Adam. Kima says, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I start my day early at 5 a.m. And on 7 a.m., I do start working and building nice fireplaces. Awesome. Hey, you were taking a class for a while, weren't you? Hey, Kina. How are you, my friend? Lady Sky says, I miss eating sugar chocolate chips and drinking caffeine, Yogi. Yeah, I have that 1 cup of coffee a day in the morning, and I would really miss it. Even for a day. I'm supposed to get a blood test. Kina says, I'm good. How are you? Bax is in front of my bath and is waiting for his walk. Tell Bax I said hi, please. Adam says, I'm tired, Lady Sky. It's hard to sleep with a bunch of wires glued to you, but eventually you fall asleep. My doctors asked me if I was on Valium because I slept like the dead. I moved twice in 8 hours. Also, Lady Sky, my second sleep study, I had a real doctor who told me that I had obstructive sleep apnea. I got it. And that a CPAP machine would just make me mad. How are you feeling now? How are you sleeping now, Adam? Miss Pippa says hello to Ahmed. And Akaris was just trying to help. Kenneth says, I'm good. How are you? Kenneth, I'm doing well, my friend. Lee says, really good. Thank you. And he missed you. Hey, Share Bear. How are you, my friend? Timo says, how are you? Timo, I'm doing pretty good. Ups and downs, but overall, ups and downs, but overall, I try to stay floating through the middle. Adam says, Miss Pepper, thinking about getting into the Baharis movement. I know I mispronounced that because then I would have to raise a brush. Hey, Dan. Dan says, Yogi time. What's up, Dan? What's on the agenda for today? Have you worked out yet? Dan's at work. How's your work going, Dan? The story of Icarus is about our conscious navigation, commitment to the middle way between reckless overreaching and fearful stagnation. I like that. Dan said, did some skipping this morning. Do you use a weighted rope or just a plain old rope? I got a weighted rope back here that I haven't used in quite some time. It doesn't have a swivel, so it makes it a little harder, but it's a good workout. Adam says, I think you're onto something with that, Yogi. All those connectors should be tying a little massaging units. Yes, and they should be playing Brahms lullabies. Agreed. Stepper says being balanced. Sissy says they also have sleep apnea and have to sleep elevated. I sleep elevated too, so I don't stop breathing. 15 minutes on, boy, I won't be pronouncing that anytime soon. I won't be pronouncing that correctly anytime soon. Before bed. Nebulizer. I got that part right. Especially when I struggle with illness, keeps me off of a CPAP. Good for once. Oh, I got you. We'll change the subject. We're going back to rope skipping. 3.5 pound rope. Yep. I don't know how much mine weighs. It was a Christmas present 3 or 4 years ago. He says, we're going to go live Friday, Yogi. If I'm out and music playing, do I mute it? Yes. You can mute it, or you can put it on private afterwards, or you can delete it afterwards if you don't want to save it. Adam says, well, Sissy, you have hazel eyes and obstructive sleep apnea. Maybe we're the same person. Maybe you are. It's called a split. I was actually just reading about that. Gary Bernard was talking about that. How sometimes previous lives, two people can have the experience of the same previous life. Seemingly. Dan says, works arms. You have a great day too, Daisy. Thank you. Maybe that's what I need to add in my routine. Get my set of kettlebells in and then take the rope outside and skip for a bit. You still doing any rucking, Dan? Hi, Daisy. Dan said, your comment about lats and bench popped the light bulb in my head, Yogi. What same principle should apply to push-ups, right? Yes, engaging the lats. No one ever thinks of the lats as a pushing muscle. You ask any great bench presser, any great powerlifter, and they're going to talk the importance of lats for pushing strength. I learned that following Pavel, early 2000s, 2001, 2002, when I was doing his rite of passage, which was basically kettlebell, single arm kettlebell press with the heavy ball you can get. It did work up to the 88 pounder, the 40 kilograms. My goal, I wanted to get to 106, but I never did because I got into kettlebell sport training instead. That would have been a big lift. But as I said, kettlebell press for sport, you want to press straight up. It's going to limit the amount of weight that you use, but you're not interested in overall strength. You're interested in grooving that motion with a heavier weight. But if you want to lift a heavy kettlebell, you go out and now you're engaging the lats and you're pressing from the lats. And if you put your hand there, you can feel the lats engaging. Carl is live on Friday. Carl, I'm going to do my best to remember, my friend. Hema says, hey, I uploaded a very funny video. 7 seconds, this Halloween video with the kangaroo. Wow, 33,000 views. Awesome. Hey, feel free to drop the link, Timo, as always. Let's see. Just gonna says, yep, just got off not too long ago, babysitting now. So you went from basically one job to another, right? Babysitting's no easy task, or at least not always. Adam says, so Optimob, I'm and I'm an alcoholic. No, I mean, I'm a stonemason. No, I mean, I am. Hey, definitely hang out with Optimob, with Timo sometime, Adam. He says, Kenny, you just need a rest. Ice cream looking good. Adam says, it's just being silly. Just interested in your fireplace. Timo says, poor man, I do not need a vest with my body mass index. Oh, Dan says he noticed a lot less pain doing push-ups last night, trying to stick chest out, engage lats. Now, I don't know how. If the goal is max reps, it might be hard to stay engaged that way. Max reps, you want to go fast. You want to knock those reps out. If you want to engage more muscle, which means you want to if you want to recruit more muscle fiber, which means using more muscle, which ultimately means getting stronger and putting on size, putting on muscle, then that's the way to go. And then ultimately that leads to more push-ups if you do it the regular style. If that makes sense. Thanks, Timo. Carl says my videos don't get views. Mine aren't doing that well either, Carl. They were for a while, but they've hit a bit of a snag. It happens. Jimmy says, yes, that's our lengthening during overhead press. Yep. Lats are lengthened. He says, Carl, you joining my Friday? I'd appreciate your confidence. Adam says, Carl, I don't get any views on my videos either. But my son had a meme that got over 2 million views. Wow. Chris Pippa says, I watch percolated vids. He says, yes, Sniper, sir. Memes get viral very fast. How do you make a meme? He says, Adam, I watched one too about troubles. It was very good. Adam says, I just said Optimob, you can imagine. I love a good fireplace, Yogi. I can see that. I think you definitely would appreciate the artisan skill that goes into making one. Carl says I can't be there at 11 a.m. Friday. Don't get lunch until midday, Lee. Adam says sub to Opti. Dan says I still can't figure out how to get push-ups for time. There, I think the key is staying relaxed. When you're going for reps, when you're going for speed, you got to stay relaxed. Don't worry about recruiting as much muscle fiber as possible because that's counterproductive to speed, to reps. You ever do a 2-minute test? How many push-ups you can get in 2 minutes? Basically a military test. Paveen says, thank you, Sir Yogi. Blessings on my shorts. Do really well. They sure do. You're a true artist, Paveen. Adam says, Z, that's the only video I have ever had someone argue with me, and I loved it so much. The one that's it's best to avoid problems. All right. Yeah, I used to do the 2-minute push-up challenge fairly often. I think the Air Force was 2-minute push-ups, 2-minute sit-ups, max reps, and then I believe it was a 3-mile run. I could be mistaken. Devine says 64, 600, a lot. 64,746 subs now. 647,000. I'll get it right. Numbers. They just don't compute. Carl says, thanks to just Kinna. Foreman says, been doing all my work still uncontrolled. But getting stronger. Yeah, that, again, going back to Pavel and his the Naked Warrior. Very few movements, all of it done very slow and controlled, maximum contraction. It works. Especially to you, Praveen. Thank you so much. So my Tuesday guest, my Monday guest, who couldn't make it Monday. We rescheduled for today. He won't be able to make it today either. I will have to try to schedule with him Thursday night. Wednesday is Snipers coming up. So I won't have a guest. I have tomorrow Sniper. Hopefully it'll work out with Thursday. Hey, L Dog. Adam says, how many push-ups are in the push-up challenge for 2 minutes? He says, who's on later? Just me tonight, Lee. Just me, and then Sniper tomorrow. Hopefully my friend Martin will be up on Thursday to talk A Course in Miracles and meditation. He's a meditation teacher as well, so I'm really looking forward to this. Monday, Emily Perry is going to be. She can only talk. No, sorry, she's going to be up Halloween. Adam says, I bet I could do 64,000 push-ups in 2 minutes. Challenge accepted on your behalf. Let me look that up. So all I remember is Air Force. Air Force push-up standards. I think it's different than when Mocha was in. Now they're doing 1 minute push-up. Here's the standard. Under 25 years old, 67 push-ups in a minute. You're let's see, 57. Nope. They don't even have our age. If you want to do the oldest age they have, 45 to 49, 38. That's a good number to shoot for. Then they have the 2 minute hand release push-ups. Jamie Brown does those. I used to do them every once in a while when I was doing Burpee Maddie's routines. Hi, Kat. Cat says, why am I yelling? Because you got a point to make. So the hand release, all the way down, chest touches, hands up, and then do a push-up. Man. The max number for under age 25 would be 40 of those. Hey, Dan, you still here? You ever do those? 335 for the forearm plank. 1 minute sit-up, 58 sit-ups. Interesting how they changed this. All right. Let me hop back in here, guys. That's okay, Kat. I'm glad you're here now. I'm only going to be live for probably less than 10 minutes. Hey, Kat. How's your day off? I'm hesitant to say much. Praveen says, cool yogi sir. Hey, Praveen, what are the push-up standards for you in the Indian military? L-Dog says, yo, bro, Cat. Yo, Cat, bro. Cat said, no idea. Adam says, Cat, are you bragging? Carl does not eat sugar. He says, hey, Cat, it's noisy here. You have to yell. You got to make your point. Let's see. L-Dog says, Yogi, I know why life exists and what it's here to do. According to Alan Watts, he says, don't anyone kid yourself. We are truly here. Nope, maybe it was Kurt Vonnegut. We were truly here just to fart around. I like that. Some do it better than others. David says, slow auntie. So what do you got for us, L-Dog? Thank you, Toy Pups. Yogi, oops, I read that. Hey, Abby. Abigail says, just double tapping. It's free. Go subscribe to like and go subscribe, everyone. Rig the button. Turn your notifications on. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Abigail. Abigail's getting my cat her cavity fixed tomorrow. Well, I'm good. I'm glad that it's going to be taken care of, Abigail. You'll feel better when it's done, for sure. Adam says, now that she's a Cheshire cat, Carl. If she can make it, you'll definitely see her, Carl. Why am I hesitant to say so much? I don't want to give away any secrets. Not that you have secrets. Adam says, I'm going to do 40 push-ups now in under a minute. You're going to do that now, like right now? Or is that going to be the goal? Abigail says you're doing amazing. Thank you, Abigail. All right. Hey, Toy Pups. Carl says she'll be working, Lee. Tina or Martina will be there. She might still pop in to say hi. Kat says, oh, my secrets. I thought you had a secret. Nope, I have no secrets. All my secrets are out of the bag. I don't think I could keep a secret. Like if Marianne Williamson said that she was going to come up, it would come out like in an instant. The instant she said she would, I would be yelling at the top of my lungs. But other people's secrets are not for me to give away. Flip Up says, I made sloppy joes. Haven't tried it yet. I bet you have a secret recipe, right? What makes Toy Pups sloppy joes different than other people's sloppy joes? I bet you there's something. Adam says 30 push-ups in 35 seconds and almost fell down when I got up. It's all about pacing yourself. I don't think you can stop. I think you got to rest in that plank position. Yeah, I thought that's what you was referring to. Oh, Marianne? No, not yet. It's going to take, like I said, it's going to take the people who know her, who are coming up. And quite a few people know her. Emily Perry. She's been, they've done panels back and forth. Carl says, I'm single. Abigail says, I feel happy with my man. Awesome, Abigail. Hey, that's still pretty good, Adam. Push-ups. Tip Up says, Abigail, congratulations, honey. Abigail says, thank you so much. He's hard to leave, Carl. Handsome, charismatic man like you. Get a thumbs up from Praveen. So, guys, tonight you're going to have to put up with me the same way you did this afternoon. No guests, just going to be me talking stuff. I don't know. Unless someone reaches out and says, hey, I wouldn't mind coming up. I have put a whole lot of sent a whole lot of messages to a whole lot of people about coming up. He says, I like putting up with you. It's fun. Oh, thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. I'm always afraid if you get used to me talking with guests, you're going to be like more guests, less Yogi, which is fair enough. I can understand that. Tip Up says, hi to Better Self, hi to Praveen. Hey, but this is the way my channel got started. This is the way my live stream got started. Just me coming up, talking, stream of conscious, talking about yoga, talking about A Course in Miracles, but everything in between. A lot about fitness, a lot about nutrition, a lot about forgiveness. And I like that, actually. I like being able to do the whole stream of conscious. I like being able to have a conversation that feeds off of your conversation, what you guys are saying in the chat. Can we bounce things around? I'm good at bouncing. I actually bounce every morning. Very good for you. Qigong bouncing. It's a lymphatic drainage. I bet you Sissy bounces. Sissy says some days could remain open for chat to do as well. That's the way it used to be when I first started bringing guests up. Engage more with chat on some days, and then give guests our focus attention on the panel days. I like that, Sissy. I like that a lot. All right, so maybe this evening, if anyone wants to come around 5 minutes, talk about whatever. Come up for 5 minutes. I do bounce around sometimes. Yep, I do the heel bounce. I wish I had a mini tramp. That sounds wrong. I wish I had a mini trampoline. Rebounder. Always meant to get one. Kat says, bouncing for lymph drainage. We had a coach that had us bounce. He called it Jello, and we shook it up. I shake. the same time that I'm doing it. It's a wonderful practice. I need to do a video of, I do my yoga first thing in the morning, pretty much. I meditate, do my breath work and meditate. Then I go down and do my yoga. Before I take my walk, before I eat my oatmeal, I have a just a daily routine. It's neck mobility. It's moving the neck. You're not trying to increase your range of motion. You're not trying to move quickly, but you're good pace, then up and down, and then half neck circles one way and then the other. And then arm swings, almost like you're swinging a golf club. You're swinging up, really stretches out the back. Then I do shoulder mobility. This is up and not up, and you're repeating about 24 reps each. And then I do what's called the Qigong waist twister, the Qigong movement. And then I do knee march. One knee goes up, the opposite hand touches, and you're marching in place. I do that for 50 reps. And then I do a spinal wave. And then I do the bouncing. Oh, I've added in bent over twist, which is new for me. And I don't know if you remember, I had some inflammation going on in my upper back below the shoulder. Cleared it up like that. Adam says I like to shake my hands out with Qigong. Yeah, I do that when I'm doing the Qigong bounce. Sissy says I still don't have a jump rope. All right. We can help with that. Temper says double Dutch. I would say that we're 100% verbs, Adam. Carl says my channel is going through change. Me too, Carl. Me too. You and I in the same boat. Sissy, again, thank you for that suggestion. He says, I like Jell-O and ice cream. I like peanut butter. I don't know why I went so long without eating peanut butter. Years. And now I've added it back in. Inspired by Kat. Sissy says, I do marches and jumps to open my hips up. I do every day garland squats, which is a yogic squat. All the way down, you hold that posture. You use your arms, your hands are in a prayer position. Your elbows are opening up. Kat says, got to go. See y'all later. See you, Kat. Thanks for coming in. I love vanilla ice cream too. Adam says, I also like ankle rotation with Qigong. I don't do ankle rotations, but it's probably something I should do. Carl says, hotel live stream could be happening soon. That would be awesome, Carl. I figured you meant just plain old squats. Flip Up says, love you, Kat. Ellie says, my feet are kind of cold. How's the weather, Ellie? Sissy says, love you, Kat. Adam says, if there are live stream hotel rooms when I was a kid, that would be very popular. I don't think anyone would want to see what I used to do in hotel rooms. I mean, it would be pretty boring. Basically sleep. It's raining and freezing. Good day to stay inside, Ellie. Keep warm, my friend. Wrap yourself up in a blanket. Stephanie says, Adam, you know the Henrin Payoto Sha, I Retsuze Zen, 9-hand swords of the ninja. We are fascinated with hotel views as well, especially ones that have amazing views and spacious interiors. Ellie has her mom's blanket. Good. I hope it keeps you warm. We're going to wrap things up, guys. I think I got to out to the person again who couldn't make it. See if Thursday is going to be a go. Tip Up says, we still watch YouTube shorts and videos about amazing places to vacation. The best part for us is always the Rooms, great idea to percolated fish. Carl says I need a new Aer Lingus blanket. I don't know what that is. Ellie says I'm going to be getting hers soon. Each seal, when correctly made, releases chi. A lot of people don't get to have that experience, and so being able to fantasize and see it online is an amazing idea. Interesting, toy pups. All right, so taking Sissy's idea, maybe tonight, if anyone wants to spend 5 minutes with me, coming up 5 minutes. We'll be pretty strict about it, so that way, if other people want to come up, and if not, we'll just chat. I'll just chat. Again, bounce things off of me. We'll go wherever we go. I love you guys. I'll see you later.